Welcome to the YouTube channel Captivating Home. If you're dreaming of a charming outdoor oasis filled with personality, whimsy, and old-world beauty, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into how to transform everyday trash into gorgeous cottage garden decor. Imagine taking those discarded teacups, rusty watering cans, and broken furniture pieces, and turning them into treasures that bring life and story into your garden. Get ready for ideas that are eco-friendly, budget-friendly, and bursting with character. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you never miss a tip on how to beautify your home and garden with a personal touch. On Captivating Home, we turn the ordinary into the extraordinary, and today's episode is packed with DIY inspiration to elevate your cottage garden. Let's get started on giving your outdoor space that storybook charm using items you might already have lying around. One. Vintage containers turned planters. Old kitchenware, like chipped enamel bowls or teapots, can be repurposed into quaint planters that blend seamlessly into the cottage garden aesthetic. These time-worn containers bring a nostalgic feel and are perfect for showcasing colorful blooms like pansies or petunias. You don't need new flower pots when your kitchen discard pile holds so much untapped potential. Add a few drainage holes, and your planter is ready to shine. 'Even broken mugs or dented colanders can be transformed into delightful plant displays. Their imperfections only add to the storybook look of a true cottage garden. Group several together on an old bench or wooden crate to create a layered garden vignette. These tiny, recycled planters make your garden feel lived in and love, the hallmark of classic cottage design. Two. Broken furniture becomes garden art. That old wooden chair with a busted seat. Don't toss it, repurpose it. Remove the seat entirely and replace it with a basket or pot overflowing with trailing flowers like ivy or sweet alyssum. Positioned beneath a tree or along a pathway, it becomes a charming focal point. The distressed wood naturally fits the rustic elegance of a cottage garden. 'Tables missing legs or drawers can also become magical accent pieces in your outdoor space. Use an old drawer as a flower box, and prop it open with bricks or logs. Add moss, soil, and herbs for a quaint touch. These kinds of inventive repurposings help your garden feel more personal and rich with hidden stories. Three, glass bottles and jars for garden glam. Empty wine bottles and mason jars are more than just recyclables, they're raw material for garden magic. Insert wine bottles neck first into the soil to edge pathways, or group them upside down around flower beds for a whimsical border. The glass catches the light, offering an enchanting shimmer that enhances your cottage garden's fairy tale feel. Mason jars can be transformed into lanterns or mini terrariums. Simply add a tea light and hang them from tree branches or shepherd's hooks. As evening falls, the warm glow creates an atmosphere that's both romantic and cozy, perfect for late summer evenings in the garden. These small details make your outdoor space uniquely magical. Four, tin cans with a twist. Tin cans are often overlooked, but with a little creativity, they can become showstoppers in your garden. Clean and paint them in pastel or vintage floral designs, then use them to house herbs or succulents. When grouped together on a shelf or hung from a fence, they add color, texture, and charm to any corner. You can also punch holes into tin cans to create your own luminaries. Arrange them along garden paths or on tables, and place candles inside. As the light filters through the designs, it casts beautiful patterns on surrounding surfaces, giving your cottage garden an ethereal ambience. Five, old tools as decorative accents. Rusty garden tools like spades, rakes, and trowels might seem ready for the landfill, but in a cottage garden, they can be rustic decor elements. Mount them on fences or shed walls to form an eye-catching display. Their worn metal and wooden handles perfectly complement the aged, natural feel of cottage gardening. You can even use larger tools like wheelbarrows or watering cans as planters or centerpieces. Fill them with cascading flowers like lobila or nasturtiums for a splash of color. These reused items not only cut down on waste but add an authentic, homey touch that tells a story with every glance. Six. Picture frames and windows for visual layers. Discarded picture frames and window panes bring structure and visual intrigue to a garden full of soft, flowing blooms. Use them as trellises for climbing plants, or hang them from tree limbs to frame views of your yard. These unexpected additions offer a whimsical touch that embodies the creativity of cottage-style design. Old windows can be turned into outdoor mirrors or wall decor, especially when propped against fences or garden sheds. Paint them in pastel hues or let them weather naturally. The reflective surface helps make small gardens feel larger while tying in the cozy, collected over time look that defines a charming cottage garden. Seven. Repurpose ladders as vertical garden displays. An old wooden ladder can be a vertical garden dream come true. Prop it against a wall or fence, and use each rung to hold potted plants, small watering cans, or vintage tins. In a cottage garden, vertical elements add layers and height, making the space feel more abundant and overflowing with life. You can also paint the ladder in soft, muted tones like sage green or lavender to blend with your garden's natural hues. Use climbing vines like clematis or morning glory to weave through the rungs, turning this once forgotten item into a living piece of art that draws the eye upward. (8) Repurposing birdcages into garden displays. Vintage birdcages, even if a little rusty, can be enchanting additions to a cottage garden. Place small potted plants inside or hang them from tree branches filled with fairy lights. Their delicate wire design adds elegance and a hint of nostalgia, ideal for a romantic outdoor retreat. You can also fill birdcages with moss, pine cones, or dried flowers to create seasonal displays. Change them out throughout the year to keep your garden evolving. Birdcages invite curiosity and charm, turning an otherwise forgotten object into an enchanting focal point. (9) Upcycled wooden crates for rustic storage. Wooden crates that once stored fruit or milk can be stacked to create functional and decorative garden shelves. Use them to organize gardening tools or display flower pots, creating a cozy, rustic corner that fits perfectly in a cottage-style garden. Their raw wood texture complements both floral and foliage-heavy areas. Try painting them white or soft pastel and distressing the edges for that weathered, lived-in look. You can stack crates horizontally or vertically for varying heights, and even use them as outdoor coffee tables or seating for garden gatherings. Their versatility makes them perfect for repurposed charm. 10. Teacups and saucers for mini planters. Teacups and saucers with chips or mismatched patterns find new life as dainty planters in a cottage garden. Fill them with small succulents or herbs and place them on windowsills, outdoor tables, or tucked among your flower beds. They add a personal, delicate detail that whispers, home. You can also glue the teacup to the saucer and attach them to garden stakes, creating whimsical plant markers or fairy garden features. This blend of form and function adds storytelling charm, giving your garden a unique signature no one else has. (11) Window shutters as decorative backdrops. Salvaged window shutters are perfect for framing garden nooks or as backdrops behind benches or planter displays. Their vertical lines and classic paneling provide beautiful contrast to the organic flow of cottage garden flowers. Use weathered shutters for a truly aged, storybook look. Paint them in faded pastel colors or leave them raw for a rustic vibe. Mount small shelves or hooks on them to hold lanterns, small pots, or even trailing plants. Shutters add structure and cottage charm to any garden wall or fence. (12) Repurposed kitchen utensils for garden markers. Old silverware like spoons and forks can be hammered flat and used as garden markers. Stamp the names of herbs and veggies onto each handle for a functional yet artistic touch. These small touches enhance the handcrafted, cozy appeal that cottage gardens are known for. You can also hang old utensils from twine or use them to decorate planters and trellises. Their unique shapes and vintage charm make them perfect for adding personality and detail in unexpected places. Nothing goes to waste in a cottage garden. (13) Bicycle frames as floral displays. An old bicycle, even if it no longer works, can be turned into a romantic focal point in your garden. Lean it against a tree or fence and fill the front basket with seasonal flowers. Drape vines over the frame for that soft, whimsical touch. For added charm, paint the bike in pastel or antique white and place it near the entrance to welcome guests. As the flowers grow and spill over the sides, the bike becomes a living sculpture, a perfect emblem of cottage garden beauty. (14) Pallets transformed into flower walls. Discarded wooden pallets can be transformed into vertical flower walls that burst with color. Fill each row with small pots or plant directly into the pallet slats. Herbs, pansies, and trailing plants all thrive in these compact, upcycled garden solutions. Stand your palette upright or attach it to a fence for an instant backdrop full of character. Add vintage knobs or stenciled labels for extra charm. These DIY flower walls are perfect for small cottage gardens where vertical space can be a game changer. 15. Garden gates and fences from reclaimed materials. Use old doors, crib sides, or mismatched fence panels to create one-of-a-kind gates and garden enclosures. They bring structure while maintaining a welcoming, homespun look ideal for cottage-style landscapes that feel both whimsical and intentional. Decorate the panels with climbing roses, painted signs, or lanterns to create a cozy, storybook vibe. These gates serve both as boundary markers and art installations, infusing your garden with a sense of intimacy and charm. (16) Reuse mirrors to reflect garden beauty. Broken or old mirrors can be reframed and placed in shady corners of your garden to reflect light and create the illusion of more space. Especially in cottage gardens, this trick adds depth and a sense of hidden mystery. Frame them in rustic wood or wrought iron and place them behind planters or benches to create layered views. Mirrors capture the beauty of your flowers from multiple angles, adding dimension to your little patch of paradise. (17) Repurposed fabric and linens for garden softness. Old curtains, lace tablecloths, or scrap fabric can be used to create soft garden touches like draped pergolas, canopy swings, or table runners for garden seating. Their flutter in the breeze adds gentle movement and texture to a static garden landscape. Wrap fabric around tree branches, create outdoor cushions, or hang garlands between posts for a festival feel. These fabric accents soften the lines of your garden and evoke a lived-in comfort that cottage gardens embody so well. Conclusion. Every cottage garden tells a story, and yours can be filled with chapters of creativity, sustainability, and heartfelt charm. By transforming your everyday trash into beautiful, functional garden treasures, you're not just saving money, you're building a space that reflects your spirit and love for nature. Thank you for watching Captivating Home. If you enjoyed these ideas, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more upcycled inspiration and cozy home tips. Let your garden grow wild, beautiful, and uniquely yours. Until next time, happy gardening.